Hi everybody, we're backstage with Zach from Shinedown. How you doing, buddy?
Buddy, how are you?
Doing good, doing good. We're actually back here in Guitar World. Why don't you show us some of your guitars?
I will. We'll start out. PRS is gonna hate me for this, but we'll start from this end, so they'll have to deal with it. This is a custom built Bill Nash Telecaster that he made me. I wanted a pink champagne guitar, double bound, so bound on both sides. I like really big necks, like basically take a baseball bat and cut it in half, and that's what I want. So he built the biggest neck ever, and if you can see it, it's the flame in it's just ridiculous in the maple, and I love it. And I don't know, you might have to blur the headstock, but it has the F word on it. But yeah, he built this one for me. It's a great guitar. I use this guitar on 45. This is my favorite Telecaster that I own. This is a 1972 black thin line Tele. I think they made 500 of these in black. A buddy of mine brought it to me. We were in New York, and I'm a vintage guitar guy. I probably have 170 something guitars, and just a big guitar collector. And I play this guitar, and I love Teles, and I can only use them on certain things, being in a rock band. But this one totally works, man. And my singer actually bought this for me, so it's a very nice gift from Mr. Brent Smith. Another thing that's out of the PRS realm, which I'm a PRS artist, is this Gibson Les Paul Jr. It's a 57 reissue vintage old stock that the wonderful people at Gibson Europe sent me. This is another one of my favorite guitars, simply because the look and the vintageness of it, and the neck is also like the size of like a pig neck. I mean, it's like the back of you're grabbing like the back of a hog or something. Next is this PRS that I just got the other day. This was my birthday present from PRS. I know there's not a lot of artists that have got to do this. I've been with PRS for 11 years now. I own a lot of cool vintage guitars that I love more than anything. This is the coolest guitar that I now own. I went into Paul's office personally and picked out every single thing about this guitar. I picked out the front, I picked out the back, I picked out the neck, I picked out the inlays, I picked out the headstock, everything on it. And Paul, this is out of Paul's custom stash, and Paul actually helped craft this guitar, which was really cool. He did that for 28 guitars last year. He did this thing called Paul's 28.
What's the neck made of on that thing?
The neck is some sort of, I think it's from Bolivia maybe? Something weird that they found, and they only found like 20 pounds of it, so they only got to make here's the thing, is when we went in with the neck, he had a bunch of wood blanks, and we had a rubber mallet, and when I was picking out necks, he would tap it, and this neck rang for 19 seconds by itself. Just a big blank neck. And then the ZM inlay in the neck is made out of platinum and sterling silver. And then it's got the fleur-de-lis, which all my signature models have. And then on the back of the headstock, it's got the custom build for Zach Myers. And I taped the back of it because I'm a serious sissy and I don't want to scratch any of my guitars. I'm not that guy that thinks guitars that are all beat up look really cool. I think some guitars, Teles look cool beat up, Gibsons look really cool beat up, PRSs are way too beautiful to beat up. So this is my new favorite guitar of all time. Okay, next up is another custom PRS job. People are gonna want to punch me in the face now. This is obviously based off of a Louis Vuitton purse, or as Mark Tremonti and Eric from Creed call it, my merce, my man purse. I wanted a Louis Vuitton. I love love designer brand logos. Big fan of them. So instead of putting the LV, they put the ZM. So it's got my initials in it. All my guitars have the Michael Myers truss rod cover.
Does that explain the Michael Myers mask over there?
I am obsessed with Halloween and Michael Myers, and my name is Michael Myers. My name is Michael Zachary Myers. So on the back of the neck of this, they did the fret markers, which I've never used fret markers before, which I realize that I still don't use them in the show. I don't even look at them. On to the next guitar. This is basically the second prototype of my signature model that will be coming out in January. This is a triple humbucker. Silver burst, except for on the new ones. This is why this one's a prototype. The silver burst comes up a little further. Also on the prototype, the new one that's coming out, it's got a big fleur-de-lis right here, and that's the only inlay on the neck. There's no other inlays. And this is number one. This is my second PRS that I ever owned. I bought this PRS with my own money. Actually, my dad bought this PRS with his own money. This is actually the other color in my signature model. Only difference is it has the third humbucker in it. It's exactly the same note. This thing is so beat up, and it looks like a shark's chewed on it. I know. I've had this guitar for 10 years, so this was actually one of the first single cuts they ever made as well. All right, this is our drum tech Bear's favorite guitar. He loves this thing. You can show him if you want. That is the Bear, and this is his favorite guitar. It's a PRS Starlow with a Bigsby and a gold, which when I got this guitar, they did not make it in a gold, and Bear just informed me that now they do make it in a gold, which really bums me out. I thought I had like the only one. The PRS, it comes with these really cool PRS, almost like P90-ish pickups, but I put these, Paul came to Memphis and did a clinic, and I got up and spoke at his clinic, and he gave me these 5909s. They found the original machine that wound all the old humbuckers back in the day, the old Les Paul humbuckers, the original PAF, so that's what this is wound with. So these things sound monstrous. It sounds like an old 58 Les Paul, which is pretty awesome. This is, as all of our fans call it, the white one. I use this on If You Only Knew and Fly From the Inside because it's got the piezo pickup in it, and I use both at the same time. At the beginning of this cycle, we had another guitar player out on the road, and that didn't really work out so well, so we went back to just being a 4-piece band, which really fit us better. So what I do on If You Only Knew is I start the song out with an EBO on this guitar, and the acoustic's on, so when I start playing, we have 2 wireless packs. One is for the acoustic, and the other one is for the electric, so both guitars are going simultaneously at one time. So I use that, and then when I go to do the solo, I just go to that, and then I go back up to the middle. And there you go. That's all the electric guitars.
Here's the amp rig actually for Zach. Why don't you run us through this?
This starts out with, I'll start up here with the multi-selector, the wireless multi-selector, and then I got 4 channels of Samson wireless, the UR5Ds. I've been using these for a long time, and actually I'm surprised they still work because we've beaten the crap out of these things, and they hold up, and I've been with Samson now ever since I started using wireless. And then I got the GCX, the brain that controls the pedal that you saw. On the board, basically, one is a old Boss Japanese Dimension C chorus pedal, which they only made for like I think a year, and they're really hard to find. But when you do find them, they're not expensive. So it's not one of those like old TS-808 Tube Screamer deals. The Digitech Hyperphase, it's actually one of my favorite phasers. I've used a bunch of boutique stuff, and this one just is awesome. I love it. And the Bob Bradshaw Custom Audio Electronics Boost Overdrive, I just used the boost side of it. Then we got the compression sustainer. I only use that for solos. And then this is I collect old Tube Screamers. I probably have like 30 something of them. And this is a 1976 TS9. Probably one of my favorite sounding Tube Screamers.
It's actually one of my favorites too.
I love it. I have a ton of 808s, man, but nothing beats that. And then on here, we have the Electro Harmonix, the Micropog that I use just for Heroes. This is an octave, so I use the low and the high octave. And then this is the Line 6, the green delay, as they call it. And I use all 3 settings on this. And this is the Furman voltage regulator. I've used Furman now since I started with this band, so Furman's always taken care of us. And this thing is super awesome, man. It's probably one of the coolest power conditioners and voltage regulators that I've ever seen. And I don't know what this is. I don't drink coffee. Here, Diesel Herbert. I use a lot of Ingles now too, which I don't have out here yet because they're remaking my new head. One of my favorite heads. And then down here we have the Bogner Alchemist, another one of my favorite heads, and this is actually the Line 6 thing that they got together with Bogner with. Probably one of the coolest heads. I mean, it has most heads that you get that have built-in effects are terrible, like just completely awful. And this is probably one of the coolest heads that I've ever seen. And it used to be my dressing room head, and it sounded so good that I literally couldn't live without it, so I had to put it up here. And then I have another clean head that I will not show you because it's secret, and you probably already got it on film, and you guys know what it is by looking at it, but I don't want to show it to people because I don't want people to know what it is. And it's the best clean head that I've ever used, though, and it's nothing that you would ever expect.
We'll be quiet about it. Well, there you have it. We're here with Zach Myers, and you've seen his entire rig. Thank you so much, man, for the time.